Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard. Today we're out here at Gower Park to do another review of one of Goliath discs molds. This time we're going to be looking at the pillar. This one's their approach disc and it reminds me a lot of a harp, but it's a lot more overstable. It's even a little bit more overstable than like a zone. Just to give you a quick comparison, this is it compared to my Pro D zone. You can tell it's just a little bit deeper, and like this edge comes out a little bit farther, so it feels a little bit more like a. It almost feels like a justice mixed with a zone, but like with the harp's depth. Is probably the best way I could describe this disc. So I've got it in the Oasis plastic and in the OT plastic. I can't really notice too big of a difference between these two. The OT feels a little bit stiffer, but a little bit grippier, maybe. Yeah, just a little bit stiffer, I guess. But from what I've thrown of them, I can't really tell a big difference. So I guess we'll find out today. But if you want to check out Goliath Discs, I'll have the link to their shop in the description. And if you use code BenHoward10, you'll get 10% off your order. So please go check them out. But let's go and get in the video. All right, guys, so we're on hole one. This is a par 3, 230 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. I'm going to try and take this, throw it out to the right, see if I can get the finish back to the left while still getting the actual distance I need on this shot. I'm going to throw 2 off the first tee just so I can warm up. Ooh, wow. That started fading a lot sooner than I thought it would out of my hand. All right, for the OT plastic. There we go. Skip left. Okay, I think it's a putt. Yeah, so for today's video, I'm going to be putting with the Genesis anytime I'm within 45 feet of the basket. Just because obviously you won't be putting with these, so it's not really fair to do that to them, but let's go ahead and cash it. Ooh, let's go. All right, guys, so for hole 2, we've got a par 3. I think it's like 120 feet. I don't know if you can really see it. Just to the right side of this big oak tree up here. I'm going to try and just flex it just right up the gut, right straight at the basket, and give it a little bit of an ace run, I guess. But yeah, fight out of it. Okay, didn't throw it near hard enough to actually get it there for an ace run, but that's part. All right, guys, so on hole 3, par 3, 100 feet, maybe not even that far. Just going to try and give this a little chip shot, see if we can give this a little bit of a bid. Oh, dang, the tree caught it. Get left, get left. Oh, almost. Dang. Looks like if I would have missed that tree, it would have been the shot I wanted because like it was starting to come back just perfectly, and it probably would have come in just short of the basket. So I threw the shot I wanted to. Just didn't know that tree was that close. All right, guys, so we're on hole 4. This is a par 3, about 140 feet, give or take. But I'm gonna go with the Oasis pillar on a flex forehand. Try and get it to flatten out just short of the basket, and see if we can get a little bit of a bid again. I haven't been giving them the height to get them in, so let's try this. Off the tree? Nope. Wow, yeah, that came all the way back. That's what I like, though. They're not crazy beefy. Like, they're still going to give me that nice forward push while they're still flexing out. But, I mean, I can trust them on a ton of Anheuser, and they'll still get back to flat or even fade out on me. All right, guys, so we're on hole 5. This one, I believe, is a par 4. It's like 350 feet way around this corner, way off to the left. So on this tee shot, I'm really just trying to get something out to the right that'll get back over the path, back to the left, and then just give myself like an easy like 100 to 150 foot approach shot. I'm gonna put these on a little bit of, maybe a little bit of Anheuser, see if they hold up to it well. Yeah, I'll give it a little bit of anhyzer and see if they'll come out of it. Like, I mean, obviously they'll come out of it, but I want to see if they'll come out and actually drag back to the left. I don't know if that really came out of any anhyzer out of my hand, but that's the perfect tee shot. So yeah, I put myself in that 100 to 150 feet I wanted off the tee. Let's see if I can give this, try and give this a bid. I was trying to throw it just at that tree and get it to fade off of it, but I didn't mean to really throw on that much anhyzer. That's better, but off the tree? Oh! Oh, almost. All right, guys, so we're on hole 6. This is a par 3, about 240 feet straight ahead. It's going to play close to like 260 because we were going pretty far uphill, but I'm going to take both of these and just rip these on a bunch of anhyzer because I want to test and see if there actually is any difference between these two in this plastics. I'll go with the OT first. Okay. Yeah, that held. I actually got some anhyzer on that one, and it held it for a pretty, like, maybe like 60, almost 70% of the flight. But with that flight, you can kind of see why I like these a lot. Is like they don't dump hard; they just kind of slowly and just consistently move back towards the left. They don't really give you that like Zona West type flight or something like that. Okay, so I didn't feel like I threw that one as hard. You can kind of tell it faded out a little bit earlier, but it didn't fade much harder, which that's another really nice thing about these. Like it doesn't seems like no matter how hard you throw them, they're going to be consistent in how hard they fade. But after seeing that, I would say you can kind of tell they're pretty similar. So, and like the plastic really doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters with the plastic is like obviously the feel, texture, and what is it, like gumminess of the plastic, I guess. Let's go ahead and make one. Oh, I like that flight. Dang. All right, guys, so we're on hole 7. This is a par 3. Um, Maybe like 170 feet. I don't know if you can really see it. It's straight ahead up this way, but I think I'll go with the OT. Just throw it out to the right, give it some height, some hyzer. And if I can get it, I don't know if you can see this other tree, but if I can get it past this tree up here, then I can get up there and have a pretty easy putt. Really just don't want to go too far left on this hole because then you get into some pretty bad rough, but shouldn't be too bad. I like it. Oh, I hit the tree. The tree is right where you want the disc to come in at, but I should have like a long bit at it. Okay, so I misjudged this completely, and I thought this basket was a lot closer than this, so just do a little soft approach shot, get out of here with par. That'll work. All right, guys, so we're on hole 8. This is a par 3, probably like 250 feet, just straight ahead, nothing to really worry about. I'm gonna take both of these and kind of do the same thing I did on hole 6. Just hammer them both on a bunch of anhyzer, but this time I'm gonna do forehand. I'm gonna go with the baseline OT first. Nope. If I'd have gave that height, that would have been okay, but I just threw it straight in the ground. Ugh. All right. Let's try this again. That's better, but ooh, yeah, I fought out of it. Gave myself a perfect opportunity for a nice bird shot, so go and do it. little hard, maybe. Ooh, not a bad skip. Well, a little too much on that one. Definitely center a little too hard. Let's go and make a comeback. Let's go. Ooh, it tried to fall out of there for me. Dang. Woo. All right, guys. So we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This is a par 3, 240 feet, give or take. Just straight ahead. Nothing to really worry about. Unless, obviously, we don't want to go in the baseball field off to the left and don't want to go in the construction zone off to the right. So just going to kind of do the same thing I did in the last hole, just a little bit less Anheuser this time. Just see if I can get them all the way down there. Low. Okay, I got to get scoot forward. Oh, dang. That felt good, too. Not too much left. Just a little chip shot. Get out of here with par. Now I got to figure out how to get in the ball field to get my other disc back. All right, guys, I finished up a round out here. Luckily, I was able to get this one back, but as you can tell, these things are pretty unique when it comes to this area of a lot of people's bags. Because I would say this is almost like a sake bomb slammer or a pig flight with the carry and the glide of like a zone or Toro or whatever else you could think of in that area. Because I mean, like I was able to get these out over, maybe not over 250 feet, but close to that 250 foot range, and to have that much overstability is really nice when you're getting out to that area. Because as you can tell, a lot of times they just kind of stick. Don't really want to roll too much. It might roll a little bit, but you know, that's how it goes. But and you can kind of see on the first few holes where like, I mean, I'm only throwing it like 150 feet, but it's still giving me the same amount of fade and carry. Just it's on a lower scale because I'm not throwing it quite as hard, which is really nice. Because that was the problem I had with zones for a long time, is that I would throw them hard and they would push, you give me a lot of distance, and then they fade. But if I tried to chop them or do anything like smooth with them, they would just kind of dump out and wouldn't really give me a lot of carry that I would like. So I highly recommend these if you're looking for just a very nice, consistent, overstable disc that you can use anywhere from 100 feet to 250 feet. And I will say they are pretty deep. They kind of they feel like the Zone OS in my hand, which is actually kind of nice because I can actually power grip these pretty comfortably. So, I mean, obviously, you know, it's, especially at this range, it's just feel, but I definitely recommend checking these out. And like I said in the beginning, I'm going to have Goliath's shop link down in the description. And if you use my code, BenHoward10, you get 10% off your order. So please go check these out if you're interested. But thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a good one. Bye.